can he kill himself? I wouldn't mind that. He could. Everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another deck tech, this time in standard, and it's just basically, I called it Boros weapons, but it's basically Voltron, right? Boros Voltron. This deck is basically the same strategy as any Voltron deck. You put a creature on the battlefield and then you have artifacts and I was gonna say enchantments, but you only really have one, which is sheltered by ghosts. But you have equipment and artifacts and stuff like that to make it bigger, better, stronger, faster, more protected, etc. So creature wise, we're playing with Freya Crescent. It's a 1-drop legendary rat knight. It's just a simple 1/1, but during our turns it has flying, which can be extremely helpful. And it's basically a ramp for equipments or activate abilities, so it's pretty good. You have Cloud that costs 2 white, but when it enters you can go get an equipment, and as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time, which is fantastic as well. We also have Furion Wild Rose Warrior that makes copies of equipment when they enter the battlefield. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment's equip abilities cost 2 less to activate, and then you sacrifice the token at the beginning of the next upkeep, but it can be extremely powerful, trust me. And you also have Lightning Army of 1. It costs 3, it's a 3/2, it has First Strike, Trample and Lifelink, and it has the stagger ability that says that whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source will deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it doubles that damage instead. As for artifacts slash equipment slash enchantment slash whatever you want to call them, we have 2 very simple 1-drops, Crystal Fragments and Lava Spur Boots. This is one of the most important ones because it gives haste, +1/+0 and ward 1, so it helps protect your creatures. Crystal Fragments also has the ability of you can pay 7 later in the game and basically becomes protection. You have obviously Sheltered by Ghosts, deals with your opponent's creatures, helps protect your own, plus gives lifelink. You have Chainsaw, which doubles as removal because when it enters it deals 3 damage. Let's say you have Furion on the battlefield, it's going to create a token of Chainsaw, so it's going to deal 6 damage, plus the token will cost just 1 to equip, which is fantastic. You have Celestial Armor, which has Flash, and when it enters it immediately attaches to a creature you control, gains Hexproof, Indestructible, +2/+0 and flying. This is a crazy card for this deck. You have Samurai's Katana. It has Job Select, so it will immediately create a 1/1 token that becomes a 3/3 with Trample and Haste. You have Blade Hold War Whip, which is a card you're gonna see me struggle say a lot, but it has for Mirrodin, which does the same as the Samurai's Katana, meaning that it creates a token the moment it enters, but it also reduces the cost of equipment costs, which is fantastic. Plus it gives the equipped creature double strike, so it creates a 2/2 with double strike that reduces the cost of equipment activations. You have Buster Sword that gives +3/+2, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card, and you may cast a free spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage you caused, so it's pretty decent as well. And then you have Leyline Axe. The original is at 4, I only have 2. It appears enough in opening hands, you don't need to get the 4. It costs 4, so if it's not on your opening hand, it sucks to play. It costs 3 to equip, but it gives +1/+1 and double strike and trample, so it can be a game ender. Also, we have Rebel Salvo that has affinity for equipment, so you're gonna deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it has indestructible, it will lose that indestructibility, and you'll most likely pay just 1 every time. So this intro ran off long enough. It's going to take me a while to edit this down a little bit. Not going to bore you with any more details. Just know that the deck worked pretty well, and you can see by the amount of games we have on the video. That being said, I really hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get in some games. So as I said in the last video, I'm gonna see how these things work out on play first, 1 or 2 games, and then I'll try and take it to the to rank. Then you'll see. You're gonna get the full experience live with me. Well, as live as we can. This end isn't great, but we just need a creature to make it fantastic. So let's keep. We have mana enough to play that. We can start putting stuff on the board immediately. So that's pretty decent. Plus, Freya is only 1, so we can actually get Freya and something else. So, and Lava Spur Boots. I always say that name wrong. Okay, our opponent's gonna ramp a lot. I can see. We have 2, so no worries here. And we can cost 1 less to activate. That's perfect, actually. So this is actually fantastic for us. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. Jesus, this is great. Now at this point, our little token has Ward 2 basically aced and double strike, and it's a 5/3 in just a turn, so that's fantastic. If our opponent puts a creature on the battlefield, we'll sheltered by ghosts, and we just got the win. So pretty cool, fast, quick game. We got a little bit lucky with the fact that this enchantment or our equipment, I mean, reduces the cost of equipment, and we have already 3 things that basically cost 0, so pretty decent. Let's get into another one. So that first game on play, quick, easy. Our opponent didn't really even had a chance of doing anything. He would be dead next turn. Let's see how this one goes. I'll keep. We will start with the Leyline Axe on the battlefield already, which is fantastic. We have 2 white for Cloud on turn 2, and then we'll see what's up. We'll see how things go after this. We've been playing a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot against black decks with this particular deck. So what do I want? I think Chainsaw is a good one, but a little bit of protection, especially considering you have the Blade Whip, the Blade Hold War Whip. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense. I guess we could go with that, but I think we should try and get our next turns ready, just to try and do something like in the first game. So next turn we'll Blade War Whip, Blade Hold War Whip. Jesus, what a name. It's too early. I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee. It's too early. It's 10 a.m. So I think I'll take that one actually, because that that makes things cheaper. So I think that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I'll definitely. This one will cost 2. So I won't have enough for that, but I will definitely have enough for that. And we cannot forget we have 1 more. It is a little bit protected. Okay. I am perfectly fine with that. We can... Let me think. This doesn't give trample, right? Just makes it bigger. We can also do that. Oh yeah, of course I will do that. And I'll kill the Sheldred. And let's get into some more damage. Why not? Why not? And if something happens next turn, we can just go with that. Okay, so -2, obviously. That's the only thing he can actually do. Sheltered by Ghosts is pretty good. It definitely is. This gives haste, double strike, and trample. And +1/+1. So I think this is the secret, right? And we can also do that. So fairly certain we got this, unless our opponent has sheltered Edict or something. He didn't, so pretty good win again. Same strategy. I swear this deck is not like a one-trick pony, so it just worked out this way. 2 pretty quick wins. Let's get into another one. So we're gonna have the last one on play, and then we're gonna try 1 or 2 on rank, just to see how this deck fares, you know, how it plays out in that environment. But we are post bans, so it should be decent-ish. I really do want to keep this hand, but you know, if this was a lava spur boot, I would keep. I would definitely keep. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is much better, to be frank. I'm not gonna take the land. I think I'll take that one. I think that okay, I should have I should have said no land, but okay, that's fine. We are still our plan is still it's still the same. I mean, I would love to have something better though. We did not. So sucks. But if everything goes according to plan, next turn we can war whip. Our opponent has something, or it might just be the tome. We'll see. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. Okay, it was just the tome, I guess. Let us deal as much damage as possible. I wouldn't mind if our opponent just put a creature on the battlefield, like okay, that's only ward 1, so that kinda sucks. We kinda need the creature now. Make this do something. That's not it, Chief, but I'll go with the Ley Line Axe. Just because, since I really don't have anything else to do, right? There's no point in me not putting the most expensive thing on the battlefield, because like if nothing happens next turn, I can just Crystal Fragment. Okay, Perilous Snare is taking the... He took the axe, okay. I'm actually very surprised with that. So Furion Wild Rose Warrior. Immediately I'll try to do that. Confused, man. I think this is the play. Sheltered by Ghosts, I take out the Perilous Snare, and you know, it's gonna create a copy. It's gonna attach the copy to Furion, I think. Costs 2 less to activate, or it's not. Oh, it does, because of the War Whip. So that was actually a fantastic turn for us. Even if something happens next turn, which, let's be honest, it probably will. But that's kind of expected. I mean, this has Ward 3, right? So it's not going to be easy to kill. It's not that it's difficult, but it's not going to be that easy to kill either way. You know what I mean? This one costs 2 to equip, I think. Okay. So he's going to take the axe again. No, he took that one. Okay. I'll definitely take that. And yeah, sure, why not? Double strike, 4/4, and we got the win. So pretty solid once again against what I'm going to assume it's the artifact simulacrum deck. You know, I know spring-loaded saw blades and perilous snare plays there, split up. Not really, but it might be that one. I don't know. Let's try and rank and see now if the deck works there or not. I'm gonna play at least 2 games. If both are losses, I still think this is gonna be a video because I think it's helpful to show the difference in level between play and ranked, but also the difference in how the game acts, right? So we have 3 games here, and let's see how it goes on rank first. It might work out, it might not. This is post ban, so I really hope standard gets a little, just a smidge better. You know, I'm definitely keeping this end. The thing is, with this deck, I've been mainly playing against the mono black and stuff like that, so seeing a forest actually makes me super happy. You have no idea, unless it's Golgari. Okay, this can go crazy and quick, but let's see. I'm gonna go with Cloud. Probably as that kick thing, but whatever. So let's go with the War Whip. Why not? Next turn I might Chainsaw, because I'm going to try and kill the bird with the Chainsaw's ability. Oof. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. No, I think this is still the play. So let's see. Good. And I'm going to equip this on Cloud, and we're going to start swinging a little. So this one is fantastic. I don't know. I think that's the play next turn. We could also go with that, but I think this is the play. And does that give... No, just +1/+1, right? So I'll go with that and just play past turn. So now we have 2 creatures. Our opponent is ramping, but no creatures so far. Okay, he got 1 now. But we're not in a terrible position, you know? It's a 4-3. We have a 3-2 with... okay, then it's going to be a 6-5? No. Our opponent didn't really have anything. So, we're going to go with that, first and foremost. And now we can actually... This gets +1/+1, double strike and trample. So I think that is the choice. Because it gets double strike, trample, and if he wants to trade Cloud, Cloud actually... Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna attack with that one. So he's still gonna take a hit. We're still gonna gain some life. Chainsaw gets the triggers. And our opponent is only on 5 now. So that was pretty good. Precious Wandering, search a library for a basic land. When you search a library this way, put a counter on blah blah. Okay, good game, man. Good game. I'm just gonna... I almost misclicked, Jesus. I'm just gonna swing with everything and just be done with it. And we got a very good, solid win on ranked, you know. The deck performed exactly as we want to see it perform. Very happy. It was a quick game as well, another like less than 4-minute game, so cannot really complain about this one. We got the rank up as well, but again, we're on silver. A new season just started, so let's get into another one, guys. Jumping into another one, trying to keep the momentum. Only 2 lands, they both give white, so we can actually play Cloud. I'm sorry if you're hearing a dog. I know it sucks, but we have little removal. We can start with the boots. I think I'll keep this hand. It's not fantastic, but it's not the worst one I've kept. So yeah, if you're hearing my neighbor's dogs, I'm sorry. Swear to God, it's not on purpose. So I think I can I have two options here. I can either play Cloud, risk it, just go get the whip. Yeah, I think that's the play. Actually, I have one option. Okay, so I'm gonna go get the war whip because we have another Cloud, you know. And now we just need mana to make this work. I would be very happy if the next 2 turns were just land. We can kill the Pride Mate with the Rebel Salvo. I'm not super worried about that one. This as affinity for equipment, that's equipment. So let me tap this correctly. So that affinity for equipment. It deals 3 damage there. And now we have Rebel Salvo that we can actually use for that. But I think I'm gonna go with that. And now Cloud has a little bit of extra protection. I don't think our opponent will have like such a crazy turn that it's impossible for us to get out of whatever situation. So another land, that's actually perfect. The gods are listening to me. So that, and now I think the secret is lava spur boots on the, you know what, I'm gonna just I'm gonna do this because it costs 0. I'm gonna attack with just that one or both. I'm a little confused. I'm gonna attack with both because I feel like he's going to block both and I can still use the Rebel Salvo. He just blocked that one. That is good for us. I'm gonna kill that now because that way there's less like triggers for him to not triggers, counters for him to put on something else. And we have another Cloud. Okay, he has another Essence Channeler. That's not like super surprising. We got a Sheltered by Ghosts now. That is interesting. So we can actually do a lot of good stuff this turn. Almost winning, actually, plus gaining a bunch of life. I am very happy with this, how this is working, you know. Our opponent has 1 creature, is on 2 life. We have a double strike creature on the battlefield. I'm gonna play Cloud and see if I get something that gives trample. No, yes, I have to, so no worries about that. Let me see if there's something here that gives trample that I can play right now. Haste and Ward. Well, I can go with another chainsaw and just win, right? Because I'll kill the Sanctifier and I'll just attack there and get the win. So that was easy. That was interesting as well. Like not a lot different than the other ones, but you know what, that can be good and be a one-trick pony. You know, if it works, it works. Why are you complaining? Stop complaining, just enjoy it. No, but seriously, Cloud was fantastic. We managed to control very well the Essence Channelers and the Akeeni's Pride Mates thanks to cards like Chainsaw and also Rebel Salvo, and you know, can't really complain when you get a Sheltered by Ghosts with an Essence Channeler on the battlefield. So pretty decent. Let's see what happens next, guys. Let's see if we can get 3, or at least an interesting defeat for you guys, because I'm going to start showing more of those, especially in situations like this where so much has changed in such a small amount of time. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. We're going second, but we can go turn 1 Lava Spur boots, turn 2 Freya, and activate the boots or chainsaw if something really bad hits the battlefield. So, first part of the plan is on. We don't really need to attack into the Llanowar elves, you know. We can just wait a little bit. Yeah, we can actually chainsaw the Hydra already. Like I said, we do not need to attack into the Llanowar elf. Plus, now we have Rebel Salvo also active. Okay. So, another lava spur boot. We can... Let me think. We can Freya. That doesn't really matter. And we can try and Rebel Salvo. Okay, we could. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, not a lot of land at this point in time, but depending on what happens next, we have a Shelter by Ghosts and also Lava Spur Boots, so we can start putting some stuff on the battlefield. Okay, that is literally what I wanted to see. So, beautiful. Now we can just go with that. And we can actually just go with that. And activate it. And I'm just gonna go with I'm protecting both because Llanowar elves will probably not kill my my token, and if it does, we have another one. But I feel like Shelter by Ghosts will be very important next turn. Okay, so he's gonna make Llanowar elves very big. Maybe a fighting spell or something. Okay, no. Okay, is it attacking? That is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely not expecting the attack. I think I'm going to chainsaw right now just to make things, you know, bigger. Let's see what happens, because our opponent has something that is 100% factual, but okay. I am definitely very confused at this point in time, but I guess we are on top of this. I don't know our opponent's intentions because he's gonna make Llanowar elves huge. That's obvious. Okay, so Fabled Passage now. He cracks the Fabled Passage, get 2 triggers, makes it like a 6/6 or something. But this one has flying. That's fine. Take action. I'm gonna win. So we got the win. Very weird choices from our opponent, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. He clearly had a lot of land, but that's the point. He was banking on the 2 Hydras. We got lucky with the Rebel Salvo and the Chainsaw. I think not letting these get out of control is always a good option. Another fast one. Let's see what happens next. Let's just jump right on to another one, you know. So 2, we can start with that and put Lava Spur. We just need something else. Do I want this sand? I think that if we get a creature or more land, I think this is very doable. I think I'll keep it. We will immediately start with something on the battlefield, which is always nice. Then turn 1, we can Lava Spur Boots and, you know, maybe we can get a Freya. If we get a Freya, we can maybe do something. Chainsaw is good, but I'm not gonna put it onto the battlefield right now because it has deals 3 damage. So if our opponent puts a small creature on the battlefield, then we can actually do something. We're not really getting the chance to to play the game right now, but can't really complain. The last couple of wins were very solid. Okay, Hardy, and now we got a chance of playing the Furion. I don't know if this is gonna work out in our favor. Our opponent already has 3 lands and a Hardy on the battlefield, so we kinda need to see how this goes. But into the Flood Maw, okay. We will try and play it again. Now he knows that we have it, so no point not to. If he has a counter, let him counter. He probably does, but we're getting a little mana screwed on this one. We only have 22 lands, so it's kinda normal. I don't think this is gonna go well for us. Our opponent already has a 4/4 Hardy, but if for some reason our opponent taps out, we are still in this. Okay. I don't know what to do now. I think Freya and into a Sheltered by Ghosts is the correct play, but I doubt that's gonna happen. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't just you know, it wasn't meant to be. Freya into Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make a difference. I'm gonna choose that. I mean, I don't think whatever we choose is gonna make a difference. That's what I meant. So you can just replay it, but at least we got a turn without that beast attacking us. That huge 6/4. Everything is much smaller now. I'm not going to block because I want to see what we get. We got another land. I don't think this was our game at all. Yeah, I don't think this was our game at all. I'm going to just equip this. He's going to play something. Why did this? Oh, because we can actually play that. So we're gonna go do that now. Make it just a little rougher to take out, you know. Okay, he couldn't do anything. I'm going to attack just because it has a lifelink, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I need to attack because he has a flyer, so we're still dead either way. 6-12. Yeah, we're dead either way. So good game. We tried. The lands took a long time to come, so unfortunately we couldn't really get this one. Let's see what happens next, guys. Didn't really want to end with a defeat, you know, so let's see if we are a little bit luckier on this one. I like the fact that we can play Crystal Fragments on turn 1. I like the fact that we're just one white source away of playing Cloud. I like the fact that we have Chainsaw to protect us in the beginning, so I think I'm gonna keep, but it's extremely risky, and I'm not super confident about the Cloud. We got something we can again, we can play. So for now, in our hand, only Cloud is unplayable. What the hell does this do? Whenever it attacks, you may remove from each any number of sagas you control. Okay, so this is gonna be a saga deck. We got the mana for the Cloud, but I'm gonna kill the Garnet. Starting to get some triggers onto the Chainsaw. Next turn, I'll Cloud and I'll Lava Spur Boot to give him a little bit of extra protection, you know. I think that's gonna be the play. Oh, perfect. And I don't even need to take out my to lose a life. That's beautiful. So we're not gonna be able to put it there now, but at least if Cloud survives, we're solid. If not, Samurai's Katana next turn. Is this just your opponent's creatures whenever? No. So I could block if I wanted to, but I'll take the 3. Yeah, our opponent did nothing. I like that. No, I'm a little scared of that, so I'm just gonna go there. Celestial Armor is still something we can do if he tries to kill Cloud, for example, before the Lava Spur Boots activate. Okay, so it gains X-Proof and it becomes indestructible. I think I'm gonna try this, and if he wants to spend everything he has on killing Cloud, then let him. We have a Samurai's Katana next turn. Okay, and I'm manifesting Dread, so that's something. Sure, I'll pick that one. And I'll still get the Chainsaw activation. I'll still get the Celestial Armor there. Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. That's what I like to see. We're not in a terrible position, even though it's not great either, but our Chainsaw is getting pretty big. We have a 4-2 right now. You can kill it. I don't care. Let us see what our opponent does. Okay, so nothing, absolutely nothing. That's not an equipment, that's Nora, but I also don't want to do anything about that. So it gets +2/+2, trample ace. I think I'm gonna Furion and we'll see what happens after. Because I will Lava Spur Boots. I'm gonna give him something different to attack. That's basically it. He didn't want to do anything, so I'm equipping that. There, why not? Why not? I do not know what our opponent has. He definitely has something. Maybe it's a creature with flash. Maybe it's something that... Okay, I'll spell Smite. It's going to exile, right? Yeah, it's going to exile it. Will he still take 5 or does he have something? Another Elspeth Smite? No. Okay. But that's fine. My Chainsaw is getting huge. We have a Samurai's Katana and okay, he's gonna play the Garnet. We're gonna go with the Katana immediately. And I'm gonna try and shelter by Ghosts. The Garnet. Gain a little bit of life back. Start attacking. We have a pretty decent board right now. We're just kind of hoping our opponent doesn't get like super crazy stuff. That sucks. If I go with that, no, I'd much rather go with that. So it has flying, so immediately that, and I'm gonna give him a little bit of extra protection. And actually, let's make him bigger now. So yeah, like we're on 29 life. Our opponent is literally on one turn clock, but he can do a lot with this. So let's see. Creature, it's the target creature. You don't have 3 ward to do anything, so we're pretty safe. I think we got this, man. Let's equip that there. It's a 13-4. Yeah, it has trample and stuff. So yeah, that was a great win. Voltron to the win, you know, like that was fantastic. Like I said, I wanted to end the video with a win. This was the longest game we had so far, 6 minutes and 10. The rest have been like under 5 minutes, even against Mono Blue, I think. The defeat we had, so pretty decent. We managed to control the board pretty well, even though our opponent had a lot of removal as well, so can't really complain. Let's see what happens next. So I'm still gonna try and get one more for the rank up, just to finish the video in style. I mean, do I want this? I don't. It's a lot of jumps. Jump through. I want this, definitely. I'll take that one. Yeah, so we can turn 1 Crystal Fragment. We could turn one crystal fragment. Okay, it's better to lose the crystal fragments than to lose the blade old war whip, but I'm pretty sure our opponent's gonna have something. Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's see what he takes out, because I can play Cloud next turn. Yep, this is gonna be a very tough game, man. We've played against the video doesn't show that, but trust me, we've played against a bunch of mono black kind of decks. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. It will most likely just kill it, but at least now I know a simple duress doesn't really do anything. Sweet -2. We need something to take out the deep cavern bat. Yep. Because now I'm going to Cloud. I'm going to get the lava thingy. Does this one target creature? Okay, so lava spore boots. Pray our opponent doesn't have cut down and just try and take Liliana. Okay, perfect. That actually worked. Not gonna be mad about that one. That actually worked out pretty well. Maybe as another Liliana, but at least now we can give haste to our creatures. Okay, Bandit's Talent, that sucks. We kind of wanted that. And the Unstoppable Slash. Okay. So, this gives what? Double Strike, Trample, +1/+1. Should I risk it? Should I not? Should I put it there? With 2 of these, this will cost less. So, I think I'm gonna go there. And Cloud really does not do a lot, right? So I will happily trade that. I'll go there now. Now we kind of need for that to survive. Sheltered by Ghosts would be amazing, just so that we can. Jesus Christ! Okay, we need a creature now. Any creature. Just give me a creature. Any creature, please. I can work with that. I can definitely work with that. Double strike. Yeah, I think I would rather go with that. And just attack. So let's see what our opponent does now. Okay, so he has very little life. Very little life. Again, a Sheltered by Ghosts would be amazing. It's very easy to deal with our creatures, but we have a lot of stuff that put creatures on the field. We have creatures first and foremost. And then we have Bladehold, War Whip, Samurai's Katana. We have Furion, which is a creature as well. Cloud, Freya. We need something, man. We need something to end this game. He doesn't have any demons, so that's very dangerous for him. Play the Unholy Annex. That is not it. God damn it, man. We needed a top deck. We didn't get the top deck. That sucks. Can he kill himself? I wouldn't mind that. He could. Okay, so the magic gods didn't give us the top deck we needed, but they kind of did. So that was a crazy way to rank up. That was that was terrible for our opponent. I definitely feel for him. That's one of the issues with having cards like Dark Confident and also Phyrexian Arena. Like Unholy Annex is another one. It's great when they work out in your favor, but when they don't, then you're pretty much screwed like our opponent just was. But you know, we got another rank up, we got a bunch of clips, and I think it showed the deck pretty well. Let's get into the final thoughts, guys. So, final thoughts, everyone. I really like this. It was a very cool deck. The first couple of games we tried off camera, you know, ranked and stuff, didn't really work out as we wanted. That's why we reverted back to, when I say we, I mean I. This is a one-man operation. We reverted back to try and go to the play queue, you know, try and figure the deck out a little bit better, its strategies, etc. And I guess that paid off tremendously. One thing I have to say about this deck is that maybe if we added more lands, but at the same time, if you do, you're gonna see a bunch more lands. Not really the cards you want to see. Maybe some more removal in the form of equipment, artifacts, or enchantments, auras, whatever, you know. We had Chainsaw, we had Sheltered by Ghosts, and Rebel Salvo. That was basically it. But pretty good deck. Really enjoy this. It works, as you can clearly see. We got 2 rank ups. Yes, okay, I'm in silver. I don't know how well it works above silver, but you know, this is after those bans. So everything is going to be a little touch and go for a while, for like a couple of days, until people figure out what works and what doesn't. A lot of decks will not work as well, like mono reds and Izzets, and also the Omniscience stack. That might open up the door for different things, you know, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. And that's why I brought you this. This seems pretty good, pretty interesting. I really enjoyed it. Maybe, you know, it's not the best list. Firion seems like a card you want to see more. Lightning seems like a card you want to see more. The original list I got at 4 ley line access, I think that's way too expensive. If I had to put more of any kind of artifact or equipment, I would probably see more Blade Hold War Whip and chainsaws, most likely. But yeah, man, the deck works pretty well. Very happy with the video and how it went. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'm gonna keep saying the last 2 videos were very good. Even the All Out Brawl performed pretty decent in comparison to the rest. I even got a couple of subs through that video, so thank you all very much. We're only 8 subs away from my 250 sub goal, so really thank you. And I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe. All of that good stuff helps out the channel a ton, and it's extremely appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.